Fantastic Four First Steps is directed by Matt Shakman, and this is the fourth attempt to bring back the Fantastic Four into the big screen, and it stars Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn, Vanessa Kirby, and Ebon Moss. I can't pronounce the actor's name, I'm sorry if I've got the guy who plays Ben Grimm, the Thing. The film follows the Fantastic Four must go up their most daunting challenge yet as they defend the Earth from Galactus and the Silver Surfer. Holy crap, I was anticipating this film for quite some time. I was looking forward to this movie ever since from its announcement to all the way up to this film leading up. And of course, Marvel has gone through a rough patch here and there with certain movies in their shows. But finally, despite the bumpy road, getting to this part of this, era of the franchise, what do I think of Fantastic Four First Steps? Is it good? Is it worth the wait? Is it better than we all expected? And here's my answer, guys. I am happy to say we finally gotten a good, great, Fantastic Four movie. And here is my official thoughts. I'm just going to jump right into this. This film is fantastic. I was left happiness. The moment I walked in that cinema and the moment I came out of it, I was smiling. I was happy that we've gotten a good Fantastic Four movie, and I'm so happy that we've got something good out of this. I'll start with the positives. I will say this. The Fantastic Four themselves, the team dynamics are there. They're amazing. Their team dynamics in the film, their chemistry, how they interact with one another, it's just, they're fun to watch, from Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, Ebon Moss, is just amazing. They're all these four characters, they're just fun to watch, see how they interact, see them, work together as a team and put their heart and soul into, which I gotta say, I am so happy that they got the right casting choice. I was a bit concerned about Pedro Pascal, which I know Pedro Pascal is everywhere these days, if it's a movie or show, but I always like Pedro Pascal as an actor, and I'm happy to say that he is really good as Reed Richards. He is amazing. Every time I see him on screen, he just brings so much ooze, some light in the bottle type of thing going to him. He's just, his timekeeping with his humor and jokes, he does put it well. It doesn't come across as cringe or forced. He made it so relatable in a certain way, and he also a very good father figure and a good dad type of character, which every time you put Pedro Pascal as a father and they have a child in the film, which you probably saw the trailers, you probably saw some advertisements that Franklin is in the movie, Franklin Richards, which I'm going to say, I know it's a CGI baby, but that's to the side, but there's a good strong sense about family, which I do really like. Of course, MVP to Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman. She is the heart and soul of this film. She made this film, she carries this film, I would say. She just, I don't know, the way she plays that character, she just bring that energy, just the way that Sue Storm would have betrayed in the Marvel Universe. She's not being super hot like Jessica Alba, and she's not bland and boring as Kate Mara. She has the right balance of, a fun character to interact to, but also she has that, sense of arc or her character in this film that she carries in this movie, which I do really love. And I do love her speech in the film, which if you watch the bit in the film and because you saw it in the trailer, the line delivery she gives, that speech she gives is amazing. And she made me cry. She made me tear up one time in that scene. And of course, I won't spoil the film, but there's certain thing in the end, I felt something. It was, I gotta say, Vanessa Kirby, if you're watching this, well done. I applaud you. You deserve an Oscar for that performance. You're amazing as Sue Storm. You're amazing. Well done. Well done. And of course, you've got Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. I would say this, he's actually quite different from the other Johnny Storm characters. He's not really hot-headed. You do get that Johnny Storm isms in the character, but he's a bit more toned down, a little bit more taken seriously. But he does have his moments where he has his humor, which, again, it's Johnny Storm. Of course, especially interacting with Ben Grimm, played by Ebon Moss. They're both actors, they both, bouncing off one another, but you do get that sense of arc into it, which I kind of liked. I do see, how he says that character. It's just, I don't know, it's just so fun to watch with Joseph Quinn. And of course, you do have Ebon Moss as Ben Grimm the Thing. Again, like I said, great. I do really like his character here, and I do like he doesn't do the whole "it's clobbering time," which people want to ask say, well, what time is it, Ben? What time is it, Ben? And he doesn't want to say it. But, you know, again, I don't want to spoil, but it's so fun to watch. He doesn't want to say it, but then, of course, the moment he wants to say it, but, again, I don't know what else to say about this movie, but I'll jump into the other characters because the Fantastic Four, they're fun to watch and their powers are really cool. And especially the effects on the effects look amazing. I'm not going to lie. The effects are top quality and even throughout they looked, especially on the Thing, Ben Grimm. He looks amazing. He looks like the Thing from the comics. Shia LaBeouf as Silver Surfer. She was really good. I really liked her character quite a bit. You don't see her as much, but you do get some kind of, you know, backstory for her, certain moments in the character and certain aspects of her, which you do get a little bit of her backstory in certain parts of the film when she interacts with Johnny, which I can go, oh, okay, so that's why. Because you do get a sort of urgency. She's not really a villain. You know, she is a villain, but not the villain. But you do get that, no, there's something else about her that you don't know about. And of course, you do introduce her, the herald of the Marvel Universe, the devourer of worlds, Galactus, played by Ralph Ineson, I think the actor's name is. I'm sorry, again, I apologize, I cannot pronounce certain actor's name. I would say this, Galactus looks like Galactus. It's not that giant cloud that we saw in Rise of the Silver Surfer, but the moment you do see him, he looks terrifying. And the voice he gives, oh, it just, the moment I hear the voice, I just thought, that's what Galactus sounds like. That is Galactus. And the way the voice he gives, scary as hell. I do kind of liked. And also it gives that very creepy, vibey voice, which I always kind of like, okay, that's what Galactus sounds like in the comics. And his design looks comic accuracy. He is, you know, scary and also, you know, reckon with. You just again, I lost kind of words to say. Again, I don't know what else to say. He's just, the voice is just amazing. I will say, because you got introduced to other characters, you got Natasha Lyonne as a new character, Rachel, who you may know her as Jessica in the American Pie movies. If you've seen the American Pie films, she plays Jessica, which is pretty nice to see. I think she's more of a new side character. I think she's just a new original character for this film. I think it's meant to be Ben Grimm's new girlfriend or new love interest, not Alicia Masters that was in like the previous carnations of the Fantastic Four. But I don't mind some new changes into it. I thought that looks pretty fine to me, which I kind of liked. And of course, I do like some new characters. And of course, we got Herbie, who is basically a robot droid for the Fantastic Four. She, or he, or whatever the character is, Herbie is just, you know, protect Herbie at all costs. That robot is cute, and it just has some fun moments, and just so many fun aspects. Anytime Herbie's on screen, I just can't help but go, oh, I want a robot like that in the house, doing all the housework, doing this, doing that, doing this. Oh, I love Herbie. I just love Herbie. And of course, the themes of the film, it's all about family, which I do like this film about themes about family. You know, family sit together, or no matter what happens, we'll fight this together, or we'll face this together. Just about this family theme, it's just all there. You know, love your family, you know, be there for each other, we'll always look out for one another, which I always love that theme that goes into this movie. I think it's all about family, which I always honor that scene and the way the film reacts. Wow. No way that film can just explore those themes. And through Michael Cino's score, which I actually like the score from Michael Cino. Michael Cino's score is just so uplifting. It has that iconic ba 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 ba. And of course, you've got that choir sings Fantastic Four. Oh, it's just very catchy in some way. It's just, until I hear that theme, I just couldn't help but go, oh, Fantastic Four. And as far as my nitpicks or maybe criticisms, I don't know if it's a criticism or nitpick, but I would say the humor is a little bit more toned down, which I'm not against putting humor in the Marvel movies, as long as it's done well, if it has the right balance. But I'd say it has the right balance of, you know, when to have fun with itself, but also learn to take itself seriously. So I think they balance the both in a way, but I wish they kind of maybe have a little bit more humor, you know, keep it a little bit, you know, upbeat. I know they don't want to make it too goofy and silly, but at the same time I call, okay, if you want to just keep it tamed, that's completely fine. I totally understand. But I don't mind having a little bit of fun with my Marvel movies, but I would like to just, try and keep it tamed in a certain way. But again, I can see why people complain about it. Some people say they preferred, something lighthearted fun, but also take itself seriously. But again, I like to have both on the plate as well, because I like having a little bit of fun, but also when to take itself seriously when it's needed. But I think they find the right balance, just to keep it on the same boat and not trying to take itself too seriously and not trying to be too lighthearted fun, but just keep it balanced. All things should be. I can't really say the editing is good. It's very well paced. It didn't drag. There's no one bit I was bored. It just kept the story flow, because the moment the movie starts, it just jumps right into the story. It doesn't waste any time. I would say the first 5-10 minutes did kind of just give you a little bit of rundown what's going on, how the Fantastic Four were established. It just give you a little backstory. It didn't rely on the origin story, which I will say this. They didn't do the whole origin story. They do it the guy talking over the trailer. You do say, oh, you know the story, but the moment you do see the characters and see how the origin goes, you do get that, which I personally really liked. And I appreciate that. As far as everything else about the Fantastic Four First Steps, I would say it is a really good time. I had a blast watching this film. It's probably up there, top tier MCU, just like the Thunderbolts. This is top tier MCU. And of course, stay behind the credits, especially the mid one, which, oh, not gonna lie, the moment that mid-credit scene comes up, me and my buddy and Klaus, I heard some few people just applauding and cheering. I was fanboying out, which I don't want to spoil. And of course, if anyone's seen it, do not spoil in the comments. But oh my god, I'm excited now for Doomsday. My verdict: Fantastic Four First Steps is a great breath of fresh air for the Fantastic Four, and this is finally, we've gotten a good Fantastic Four movie, and it's probably the best out of the whole bunch. Incredibles, thank you for being the Fantastic Four movie, but now we've got a good, real good Fantastic Four movie. I'm going to give Fantastic Four First Steps an A-. Guys, comment down below and tell me, what do you think of Fantastic Four First Steps? Do you love it? Do you like it? Do you think it's alright, or do you absolutely hate it? Whatever the case is, comment down below and tell me what you think. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, see ya.